Chanuka, the celebration of the lights. It's dark outside and that little candle shines forth. That holy spark, that sign of that Jewish soul shines through in all the darkest of times. We know the Greeks fought wars against us and they tried to undermine and rid us of Torah. As we say in the special prayer added in the Amidah, in our prayer in Shachrit, Mincha and Arvit, and also in Grace After Meals, we mention that the Greeks wanted to try to forget us from our holy Torah. We need an explanation, because on the one hand we find that the Greeks translated the Torah into Greek, so surely they weren't trying to enable us to forget it. Furthermore, we don't find that they ever came out against the Torah. On the contrary, they said carry on learning Torah, but just don't keep Shabbat, don't keep Rosh Chodesh, the way we sanctify the new moon, and don't keep Brit Milah. How does this coincide with what we say that they tried to undermine the Torah? The answer lies that our Torah is not just another book of wisdom, another set of rules. It is not just some other given textbook. It is a living life. It's a way of life. A non-Jew, although may be able to learn the wisdom of what's written in the Torah, but the holiness and purity and elevation what a person can get from the Torah is impossible except for a person that has that holy neshama inside him, that Jew. The Torah, with its holiness and purity, when learned and connected to by the soul of a Jew, elevates a person, changes a person, enables that divine wisdom of God to infiltrate and influence the person to be a better person, a holier person, a person on a level where he can climb and grow and have a better set of characteristic traits and full of that divine wisdom. Shabbat resembles something that maybe in human intellect is unfathomable. It resembles a time when we are told that we do not need to rely on our own means and funding and ways of trying to do business and trying to support ourselves. God tells us on the 7th day of the week, relax, keep my day holy and I will look after you. It's a time that we strengthen up in our faith in God and rely on Him to sustain us. Brit Milah, the sign of a Jew, that inbuilt emblem of a Jew, of that sign of holiness given to every man, the essence of a Jew, is also maybe something not with human intellect understood. It's something divine, but it's something that the Jew, and only the Jew, can really understand by keeping it. Rosh Chodesh, the lunar cycle, which dictates that we have holy days, less holy days. It creates a cycle in the Jewish people. It creates a time that there is a concept of something more holy. All this undermines Greek philosophy. Greek philosophy dictates that you can learn the Torah, but only as a wisdom. There's nothing holy, there's nothing more than the physical, there's nothing more that you can achieve in the Olympic Games, there's nothing more than what you see. We do not stand for that. We are a people elevated above physicality, above what just the human body stands for. We can elevate ourselves to a lifestyle which is way above, full of holiness and connection, full of a way that we can feel elevated and elevate the world and the society around us. That is attained through our keeping of the mitzvot, of Shabbat, of Rosh Chodesh, of Brit Milah, which enables that the Torah is not just some human intellect. It is divine. It is that way that a person can have a more meaningful way of life, a way to connect his neshama. That candle, those candles that we're going to light on Chanuka, those candles that resemble that spark through the darkness, at the time of darkness, in our bitter times and hard times and turbulent times. But we can light it, we can connect, we can make that connection between our holy Torah, and we can undermine that Greek philosophy, that Greek theology that just said there's nothing divine, there's only the body. Therefore, in essence, they were undermining the Torah, and that's what we stress. They felt you can carry on learning the Torah as long as you don't do the mitzvot that resembles something divine, something beyond human intellect. By us strengthening up that neshama, strengthening up our connection, us strengthening that appreciation of that divine intellect, that way, through keeping the mitzvot, we are strengthening our understanding of the Torah. We are strengthening our connection in the elevation of our society, our friends, our lifestyle, our family. And that way, through the darkness, in the darkness, the Jewish people forever will be forever with that level of feeling of connection and holiness, and that level that a person can enjoy his stay in this world to enable his safely to come to the next world. Have a happy Chanukah.